Hello, this is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, Chandler, Arizona, the Society of Living Poets. I'm making you an honorary member of the Society of Living Poets. I think you have poetry in you. Your whole life is a poem. And now it's all guaranteed that you can express yourself. Free speech, free speech. Do you know kings and queens and diplomats and lords and knights and counts? And they all used to communicate with poetry. It was the highest art. And I'll tell you what, you're poets and you just don't know it. Well, I'm a poet and I do know it. William Shakespeare is my hero. I keep saying, I love the man. 154 sonnets he had. Beautiful sonnets. I can't write like that, but I'm trying. And in his honor, I got 1,260. And this one is 1,260. And I treasure the First Amendment, and that's the name of it. This sonnet, the Sacred First Amendment. I've asked university graduates, and this is a sad thing. I've asked them to name 5 sacred guarantees. They don't even know what I'm talking about. Why they pompously say they don't care. What do you mean 5 sacred guarantees? They're as carefree as you please. They don't even care. They don't want to know. How can this be? The 5 guaranteed freedoms of our constitutional First Amendment. And I've asked them, name 5, and they can't. They can't. Alive they are, these citizens, and they're yet oblivious to the truth. Citizens complacent, knowledge shallow. Citizens need to know. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Ignorantia non excusat. It's not excused as far back as the Romans. You have to know as a citizen. Is it so hard to grasp those First Amendment's 5 freedoms? Can you grasp it? It's grievance, grasp. Grievance, you have the right to complain. It's religion. Grasp our religion. You can believe whatever you want. You can believe in any God you want. You don't have to believe in a God at all. You're free and nobody's going to kill you or shoot you or go to war against you. No religious wars. Assembly. You're guaranteed assembly. Grasp. The A is assembly. Hey, you can go where you want. You're free to go wherever you want unless you break the law. And the law is for everybody. S, grasp. Speech. Speech. You're free to speak and say anything you want. And now everybody's cussing and using filthy language. Duck this, duck that. And I'm so sick of it. You can't even have kids around. Even they're cussing. There's no, gentlemen and ladies aren't polite anymore. They're not mannerly. They're not considerate. Just this filthy language pouring out of their mouths. And you think, God, and they kiss their families with that same filthy mouth. No self-control. But that's part of free speech. It's free speech. Can't do nothing about it except try to restrain and not cuss all the damn time. Every bar has no profanity, please. It ought to be the same in a school. It ought to be the same everywhere. No profanity, no smut, please, in our face. The last one, freedom of the press. We have to have a press. But you know the press now, they're full of a bunch of Marxists and socialists and communists and agitators and Saul Alinsky democrats that sold their soul for a paycheck. Come on, man. Where's the conservative, the Republican side of the stamp? I'll tell you something about it. The Republicans freed the slaves, and you better not forget it. And when I'm talking about here, grasp, remember that, the 5 freedoms given by the First Amendment. Blood flows to the liberty tree, keeping our republic free. People died for those freedoms. Heroic military veterans and active duty free. Volunteer patriots in the military, they're all volunteers. They matter. They matter. They matter to me because they're willing to sacrifice even their lives if need be. Magnificent warriors, learning computer, microelectronic skills. They have robo-weapons now. They have drones. You have to be pretty damn smart to handle those weapons, and they're learning valuable skills. And after school service, they get to go to college. That's a pretty good deal, especially for a person starting out. Serve your country, and you'll get a college education. Hey, I don't like what you're saying, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. I love that. Quoth my hero, Francois Marie Arouet, otherwise known as Voltaire, one of my heroes. I don't like what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. 333 million Americans using free speech. Triple Trinity, 333, 33. That's beautiful. 333 million Americans, Triple Trinity, using free speech. It's a wonderful liberty. Say what you want, and nobody's going to hit you. Nobody's coming to get you in the night. But the other side needs to talk too. The righteous have to speak up, and they're not speaking up. And it really hurts me that people sit there and take it and take it and take it like they did just in 1961. And everything really devolved, and I don't want to think about the Civil War. See what's coming. I know the free speech looks like it's chaos, and people say it's awful. The people have many opinions. It's chaotic. Well, it's really a vibrant, evolving dynamo of the United States. People are free to speak, freedom of the press, and we have to control it with honor and respect and integrity. The laws of our republic. Everyone obeys the rules. We have to have rules. Every citizen knows that. You can't break the rules. Now outlaws now are banding together, wearing masks, cowards, destroying property. Antifa? Why aren't they in jail? You veterans out there, do something about that. Demand that those Antifa people breaking the law and destroying property and wearing masks, and they're cowards and beating up people, anti-fascists. My ass. You do something about this. I want those people in jail. I want them in court. Giving them a free trial. All right, it says here, $1.5 billion was given to Baltimore in the last 9 years. What? That's $3,000 for every person in Baltimore. Why are there no audits? Where is that money? Baltimore's a cesspool and it's somebody's fault. It's the people in Baltimore that are Democrats that stole that money. Where is an audit for $1.5 billion? Bigger yet, you guys out there, you veterans, where's that $8 trillion that was spent in the last 9 years? It's gone. You see any benefit? It's just gone in offshore accounts. It's just sad. No audits, no audits. That jive-ass accounting schemes. These guys cook the books. Many hidden ledgers. John Steinbeck said, a strong people don't need strong leaders. Strong citizens and veterans rising up, cherishing our very liberties. I can never forget that the Republicans freed the African slaves. Why would anybody ever forget that the Democrats, they bought and sold the slaves? They're the ones that had the slaves. Democrats started the Ku Klux Klan, Jim Crow laws, vigilante lynchings, coming in the night, wearing masks like cowards. Tyrants of plantations, those Simon Legree people. Now they seek 100% national taxation. The Democrats will have a government plantation. Vote for us. We'll take care of you. Everything is going to be free. Yeah, Vote for us, Alinsky Democrats. Everything will be given to you free. Socialists, Marxists, communists, killers of talents, liberty. You use your talent and get paid for it. That's capitalism. They want everybody to be the same, and everybody isn't the same. No one's the same. God-given talents belong to everyone. We all have talents. American patriots, I beg you, please stand up for righteousness. Stand up for capitalism. Getting paid for talents, excellence. Watch the documentaries of Medal of the Honor winners in the military. It's unforgettable what they've sacrificed, even their lives. They're wounded, and some of them never get over it, and they're crippled, and they're burned, and they're shocked, and they have mental problems because they saw terrible things. Why? Fighting for America and fighting for that flag. And you need to watch those things and honor our veterans. Enforce the laws on the books. All you guys got to rise up and protect and stand up for our police forces. We have to have police. Without police, there's anarchy. And that's what those Antifa animals want. They want anarchy so they can steal everything. Think about that. We need the laws enforced. Support our police. Fight crime with loud voices. Free men. Free women. Free speech. Active patriotism. The Constitution. Sensei, that's me. I'm so proud of our heroes in the military, ready to speak up with honor. They're ready. May God bless President Donald J. Trump. He's trying his best. He's a businessman. He wants to pay people for their talents. He wants jobs with people being trained for their talents. God bless Donald J. Trump, a businessman he's a genius. America is business. Calvin Coolidge said that. That's America's business. Business, money, money, money. Getting paid for your talents. That's where our strength is. And I'm talking to you veterans out there. I wrote this last night. It just came to me. John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, Sensei Gordian. Gordian means you've got to cut through to the meat of this. I'm asking for your help. Please listen. You veterans out there, you're not getting a square deal. You guys marched in 1932, and MacArthur was scared. He said, what if they don't fire? Our army doesn't fire on these veterans. And they probably wouldn't have. But the veterans backed down. And they did a service because MacArthur said the whole government could have collapsed. You guys have more power than you know, and you're sitting there silent. Stand up and support Donald Trump. I don't understand. These people hate business. They want communism, Marxism. They want anarchy to steal everything. Where is the audit for that $8 trillion? Where's that audit for the $1.5 billion to Baltimore? And they're blaming everybody for money they stole. And they are in the press. And these people in the press, they're a bunch of liberals. And it's okay to be liberal, but you've got to support the Constitution. And you're not doing that. And because you're not doing that, you don't understand. People have bled, they've died for that flag, for that Constitution. And it's a work of art. And I was in that place. I have it on my wall, Constitutional Hall in Philadelphia. A beautiful place. And they sweated like pigs, and it was wool suits and no air conditioning, and it was in July and humid and sweating like pigs and fighting. And we got to get this right. We got to get this right. God help us. Well, the First Amendment's a big part of that. And the Second Amendment, you have to defend yourself. You can't, after the crime's committed, here come the police. You got to make your safety number one with yourself. You have to defend yourself. And they knew that. Our forefathers were geniuses. And I just love them so much. And you veterans, you got to help me. I'm writing a sonnet. You write some poems about this and get on the internet. I'm sending this to you veterans, to the veterans of foreign wars. I got red bracelets I've been wearing here for more than 12 years. And they're just fine. They don't fall off or nothing. I support you. Help me, please. We got to do something to help Donald Trump. They're after him. God protect him. Ja Allah, Allah pour demande. God protect the world, all of us. God bless us, everyone. Thank you for listening. Au revoir. Du gardez-vous pour toujours, mes amis.